Hey. Okay, should be good now, I think. Sorry, yeah. It seems like the mic was not connected. It wasn't muted on my side, but had some issues. So should be good right now. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, so good morning for you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll start the ads here just a bit to start. And yeah, so bond day right here, this one. So try to live as black. And in the meantime, let's go and yeah, warm up on this. Okay, let's go. Should be good. Yeah, let's go warm up the 3Q stuff right here. Okay, black to live. What do you do? Oh, I need to kill, sorry. So you need to kind of take this cutting point and try to kill on the top side. I guess connect, block Atari is the first kind of idea I have in mind. If cut, you can turn here, take these two. So this, block, Atari, connect, go back. Or even this, and shouldn't be enough space. So you could even play this or connect. Both are fine. So this one you can remember, if it's 6 in line like this, even if white plays, your opponent plays, like you can kill it at the end. So either way, you can hane and just go in the middle, this way as well. So 6 in line, it's always dead, even if your opponents can play. And 7 will be depending on the one that it can play, and 8 is always alive. So that's kind of a rule you can remember for the side life and death. Pretty good one, rule to know. So okay, need to live with this one. Potentially have an eye right here. So I guess it's probably this kind of thing. If white cuts here, you can Atari sack, let take, and then connect, keep this eye, and have 2 eyes here. And if white plays O17, now I can play O16, keep this eye, and still take, so I have 2 eyes here. So this one here, you sack the stone, and then have me eye between this and this. So this one, you should see that white can jump, take this eye away. If you play here, this. And then block is also tempting to try to increase as much space. But I guess this one, white cuts here first. And then in this shape, you didn't want this stone to be here, but rather here. Because now white can attach, and against like hane, you can now take, and this will be dead this way. And if black takes this one, I can connect. So because of this attachment, you want to take this point first, and with this sack and make 2 eyes this way. So good one here. Need to kind of see the key point for this problem. Okay. So black to live. I guess you want to maybe play here first, like let white play this one and then extend here. Have some sort of seki shape in the middle. So this, white cannot cut, you cut here, this and block. So yeah, should be that. Then you block. So this one you can live because you have an eye here, an eye on the bottom. Snap back right here. So this one, if white takes, you take again. And the other move that white could play is this. So take this eye on the top side, but now you can play here. And this would be seki. So the way to know if a shape is seki, Like try to look at what happens after you fill all the liberties. So imagine this kind of shape, and then if there's no atari, like even this you can take, and this one can take, and black won't go in the inside, so we just live like that. So yeah, in order to see if it's secure or not, try to imagine when the odd liberties are filled, kind of thing. Okay, so this is about killing this one, but you need to see like the right side here isn't alive. So you want to connect here, at the same time take this eye away. So should be throw in. If take, now you can connect, because you can kill this eye whether you play here or here, and connect. Now you play this, and if white takes, you connect. If white push and cut, you can connect here and take these stones. So the goal should be to take this stone right here, and now you can connect. So sack one stone. This one is dead this way, this as well. And the other one that you can show, if white prevents this, you can then play this, threaten to kill this eye. If push and cut, you connect, take here. If this one, you connect, and this is still dead. So not enough space on top side. Okay, good one. Let's go to the next. This one's interesting. So you want to have this like dead shape in 5. If white takes, this is easy. You can just simply go kill this eye, take, go in the middle, it's dead. Question is when white connects, and now I think you can throw in here, and basically you want this shape to happen that white takes, and then you go from the outside, and if white connects, this is self atari, and you can take everything. So connect, throw in, atari is good. And nice to see you, Hermit. Good evening. Good evening for you as well. So warming up right now. So yeah, basically you want to have this shape at the end, because this is dead, this is not an eye. And if white connects against this one, throw in, this is dead. And if white connects here, in this case it's self atari, you can take everything. So that was the trick of the problem. Okay, let's go halfway through. So white to play and live. If you try to increase space, black and go in the middle, that shouldn't be alive, I think, but maybe can do so. Nah. So we probably need to go in the middle, but then maybe this, like, I do not know what's wrong after this one. Maybe clamp. Okay. Yeah, so this one, it's good if you can remember this shape at the end right here. This bent 4 is always alive here. This, and this. Even if black tries to go in, try to take an eye, you can block and always keep this eye at T19. So all is good. S18 would make sense. So if you go and try to go for the outer concept, try to increase space, black can go inside here, and that would be dead. So yeah, the key point of the eye shape, as you say, is like S18, and if this becomes natural, it's a good sign. So key point of the eye shape right here. Okay, let's go next. So as black need to leave, there's always one eye here when you take, so you need to take this 2 stone. Guess this. White cannot push and cut. But wait a minute, like white can block here. I can connect. Push, hane, you take. Okay, so this atari, this cut doesn't work, you take. So it seems like this is simply okay. Block here, can block, take. So good. So let's say you play here, then there's this hane on the first line. White can connect like this. So this won't work. This is core, so white can play here, and even actually in this case it's not going to work because yeah, you can connect like this. So the only move that prevents this kind of connection is this one. And what you need to read a little bit is like this push and turn. Because if you go from the outside, this will be the kind of trap. If you go from the outside, do this usual thing with Atari. This is self Atari, so you will be dead in reverse. So you need to connect right here. White cannot save this one stone. If turn, you can simply disconnect and take here. So that was the kind of trick. And even if white blocks, simply go from this side. Do not go from the outside here. This is GG's as well. Yeah, good one. Okay, last 3 problems. So the key point, usually it's this. But maybe I need to do something different. Cut. Maybe it could be cut, and if this you hane. This white might play like this. Yeah, so I think you should cut. Wait a minute, maybe that. Maybe cut, white plays this, no. So you might start from here actually. This. Yeah, okay, need to start from here and then cut. Okay, haven't been done in time. So if you play here, white can play this one actually. Keep this eye this way. And usually you want to go for this kind of stuff, aiming at this kind of snapback here. But in this case, white can play this. And then you can keep this eye, will be alive. And it's kind of the same reasoning with this one. White can hane. And then this, there's here. You can play here in miai. So if black plays this one, you can keep 2 eyes here. So you need to start from this. And then here, just kill this way because white cannot block here. Self-atari. So liberty issue is like shortage. Self-atari is always kind of a theme in problems. So try to look out. And usually if you see one of these issues, you are getting near the solution. Okay, so black. Tesuji. I guess we need to surround this. So attach. If turn, you can play here. If just take this stone, you can just block and surround everything. And locally this isn't dead because white has only 1 eye here. Block and hane, this right here. So attach, turn this. Even if wedge, you can atari, then block. So I would go from N14, otherwise white gets an eye if I'm not wrong. We'll go back. So yeah, N14 is the kind of usual key point here, but in this case doesn't work. But it's good intuition. Just you need to read it this time. There was a trap a little bit. Okay, last problem. So this I think is just seki. Need to turn here, increase space. If white played this, you play on the inside, and it seems like when white connects at the end, it's dead shape in 5, but actually you have like 2 space open here and here, so it's just going to be seki. Even if Q18, you can hane, and it's the same. So this, just connect here. Make sure you connect to not get caught, because then you'll be dead. So this should be alive. So usually in Sumego problems, just to make sure, like seki is okay if you need to live. So, and that one you can hane, and it should be the same. So at the end, both players cannot push from both sides. So this is also good. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you can go warm up, do some warm up session. I recommend to do before playing games. You can go do it over here. So this is the site I'm using, and you can also go on goalproblems.com if you want to. This is pretty good as well, English friendly site. It's all free, and you can see it's like for any level, so you can start even for the standard like Atari ladders and nets. I think it's like around here, 14, 13Q, and then gradually it becomes like more life and death problems overall. So yeah, would be good if you can kind of pass these levels very quickly, and you can see them problems instantly. Then yeah, you will be able to go up even further usually. So okay, let's switch the screens. So problem of the day right here. Black to live. So this is, I think, a very practical, useful problem. So you have these two stunts right here. So what you can do is like threaten to connect. So you have forcing moves to connect to this side with these stunts right here. And then one thing, so this will be a hint. You see this is open, and you can maybe do something to have some liberty shorted on this side for white's group. So try this one. It's a very good kind of common theme type thing. Going to order some Tsumego books so I can train. Oh yeah, actually, I don't know if there's like one that is translated, but if you can have the kind of basics, basic life and death Tsumego kind of and I think it's, I'll try to see in Japanese. I don't know if they have it in English, in fact, but I could post just the link. But yeah, maybe if it's in Japanese, then might be not useful. But for you guys that maybe in Japan or whatnot, okay, looks like spam, but you can go here. It should be good. So this one is pretty good. So it's all like basic kind of Tsumego problems, life and death. And nice to see you, Green Quarter and Baraska. Connect die thing this Tetsuji. This one is basic. Okay. If you know that, it's pretty good. But this one is a must know kind of problem. But I thought it was useful. So yeah, just look at the bad connection right here and what forcing moves you can use to connect, and then try to live with these stones on the left. So, and yeah, if you have some Tsumego books, what it can be good is like try to repeat and solve them until you kind of know by heart, because usually they cover kind of basic problems. Like you could pick any one and it's a good idea. And maybe some of the times I didn't do, but you could maybe just rotate the book in a different way, so that it's you don't look at the problem from only one corner kind of thing. Okay, let me just try to find some opponents. But yeah, you cannot go wrong too much by solving problems. So the usual kind of good rule of if you want to improve in Go is like be better in pattern recognition and reading. So both are good, whether you play or whether like playing and solving Tsumegos are the best way to go. And maybe sometimes when you don't want to use your brain too much, you could also just go through, especially when you have a real Goban. So go through some professional games, maybe from players like, you can go through and just go through the game. Don't need to necessarily be too active, but just try to pick up the flow of the game and some intuition type stuff. Yeah, that's the way to go, Hermit. Yes. Okay, so I find 3 games, so should be good. Let's go. What play do you recommend? Clutch out. Oh, there's a lot of them, but so I would just drift away from the this era, because it's just too specific. Like, it's blended with AI. Like, you need to have the kind of human way of looking at the game first. So I would say it depends, but I would pick first players that have like good shapes overall, to not leave too many weakness. So not like grab territory and win kind of thing. Lee Chang-ho should be pretty good. Like, overall, some, like, let's say not, I don't want to say passive, but playstyles that are really easy to on the eye, let's say. Not like trying to complicate the game whatsoever. Lee Chang-ho, absolute legend of the game, was very good at endgame and had a very good, solid way to go. And if you want to go older era, Honibo Shusaku, women go. Okay, he's gonna resign. Different era, Honibo Shusaku, definitely go to. Okay, I might switch the accounts if that's the case, but I'll try one more. So some women, it's difficult to say. Like, there's no one that is like really good. I follow us. Yeah, can follow Paraska for sure. Back in the day, I just don't know the specific style, but back in the day, Rui Naiwei was really strong. Like, maybe these days, still on the... should play some games, sometimes you can see on Fox. So, I think her. Maybe nowadays you could say maybe the Freestyle Arena, or... And if you want to see a very aggressive playstyle, like Ueno Sisters Go is pretty good, fun to watch. So Ueno Asami, like I would say, it's pretty nice to see. And also, yeah, don't forget, I forgot, but yeah, she went to Korea, but Nakano Sumire as well, very strong. I think she's still pretty young and on the up and coming. Maybe Japanese biased. Probably there's other kind of yeah, plays as well, but okay. Yeah, let's try to watch, so find someone. And yeah, Hermit, Go Seigen also, yeah, Go Seigen is pretty good as well. But sometimes I would say it's he's just but yeah, I guess it's good. Like, he's got a really solid, let's say, overall very instructive playstyle. So Go Seigen as well if you like. But I would just avoid the kind of games nowadays, just to start, especially if you start to begin. Maybe if you want to pick up the newest kind of AI stuff, you could just look at them just briefly. Okay, let's switch to accounts then. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of good players. And maybe when you see what type of playstyle you are, or you feel comfortable, then you can kind of go for kind of similar players with similar playstyle, just to see. Oh yeah, he was mentioned in Hikaru no Go, yeah. It's a long time since I haven't watched and read, but yeah, he should be. Genius back in the day. Would be nice to see like what he could do with the AIs now, like nowadays. So okay, let's go and play. So I'm black this time. Let's try this kind of thing, just change a little bit. Okay, I might just try to play like take 3 corners. So against this, you can see this in a lot of like Shusaku eras actually. Let's go and play. So I played instead of Shusaku. Maybe there was the ear reddening game, I don't know. Maybe they did go through that. Okay, so this is also a bit nostalgic. I'll use the newest move. You will see a lot of this kind of move in the older games, but let's go with this. It's a bit easier than to go like this, and then white can wedge. A lot of complicated josekis after that one. You can play this just to have a simpler variation. So against this one, the idea, you would just try to settle on the side, let white have a wall, kind of thing. Question is, how much do you want to crawl? I think you need to go once more. Also, another question is, do you want to wedge here or not?
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9.
I think I'll just jump. I don't know. Like, getting blocked here is annoying. You're gonna get pressured in the center corner around here. And against this one, this is a bit too slow. So it's preventing this push, but then I can try to go inside here, make this wall
3、4、
kind of useless.
6、7、8.
It's gonna play high. The approach instead of corner in Shusaku is because no komi. Yeah, that is a good point, Klaus. That is a good point. So this one I could have approached different ways. Also like this kind of far to space. Nowadays you don't see it anymore.
3、4、5、6、7.
Yeah, I'll still attach. Seems like the default move to go for. So you need to know a few josekis, especially like with this one. It's quite common. One low space against this. Usually white cross, then you wedge, and then it depends. White can cut. Sometimes atari from both sides here, kind of thing. Maybe white will take the corner or go for the influence this side. I think white will cut and try to build the wall here. Go for this. Give me this side.
Just
need to make sure don't miss with the joseki. So here white will block and then I just take. I think that was the thing. Trigger. I would be thinking you can ata incent this, so it'd be better to wedge first. Also this one right here. So there's a few reasons why you might not want to play this, because it's strengthening the outside, and even if ataris and hane, you can still peep and get kind of the outside thing. So joseki just playing here, not turning, And then this one you can atari and then play away. So locally for the corner, of course, it's better to wedge. You can keep more points, but the outside is a bit stronger. But maybe I should. Like, I don't know. Need to check later. So no, actually I could now, but the thing is, it's gonna be more territory around here. Maybe you want to play a move like this here. So what black has should have in mind is you don't mind making this as territory, but you want to limit and then say that you can just win with other parts of the board. And yeah, let's try to increase this side and protect the corner at the same time. Usually this kind of thing is good. So here and here. So yeah, this move eyeing at this cutting point. So I was thinking about playing some move here, but it seemed just too passive. You don't want to get surrounded, but then this one looks a bit wrong. Guess you could just play here. Don't really know. Maybe I should play a bit different rather than this. Yeah. So the idea is like white can cut and get this. Maybe this is pretty bad. I don't know, something around here. So I wanted to limit to go inside around here. Usually it's kind of the rule to not go too far inside. Okay, maybe protect this. Do you hear the thunder outside? Pretty strong. I don't know if this is bad. White just blocks. I don't know what I'm doing. This is not good. Hello, back from vacation. Played some 9 games and solved everyday puzzles. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. This is not good. This is not good. Have crazy ideas to sack here. Okay, I might play here. Let white play this one. As played, I need to try to damage this side, but yeah, this cut. I mean, you could try to play here. I don't know how bad this is. Let's go and try. The corner is super damaged, but in, like, you could say the outside is also pretty bad for white. So if you play this one, you can play here. I think white will extend. Yeah. Gets push. So I gave up a lot of things there, but I'm saying that it's good enough.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
That one I want to go back. Because even if this one you can atari and attach. Maybe connect here.
2
Yeah, connect. Yeah, connect. I mean, you can go on the inside a little bit, but don't know if that's good enough.
3 4
Taking seems okay. I mean, you can attach.
1
Play,
Ni-
keep the side.
3 4 5 6
Now maybe here
Nana-
looks interesting.
8 9
Okay, maybe let's start with this. So now, even if you play this one, even if you strengthen, it's gonna just... You're not gonna invade around here anyways, so just playing here seems fine. You keep the corner points, so the timing should be good. Okay, connect here, but... Now you can maybe use this cutting point and reduce it later.
2
Let's keep the right side.
4
So
Go.
attach. M12. Hmm.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Usually Hane, but it's gonna damage this one. So you could play this, Atari, connect, and then Hane. Just try to block and play this, even if it's damaged this one. Say that this is big.
5 6
Don't really
7
know though.
8
Maybe white will just let me take here. That is possible.
1 2
Yeah, I should have thought about that. Because connect, I think... Okay, white did connect. Maybe in this case, white can cut... Play these kind of things.
1 2 3 4
Need to be careful somewhat.
6 7 8 9
But yeah, that was a plan. We'll see. Maybe it's a bad one.
1 2 3 4 5 6
If I can actually hold on
8
this side, if I
9
can block everything here. Yeah, so now this cut protects some cutting points here and here. So even if white can push through, I can keep this side kind of thing.
1 2
Clash of
3
Moyo, exactly. So this here, I just turn and give up this, but I will just turn and try to go for this.
1 2
Intuition is important
3
here. Like, of course, if you have the time to count, you should do so, if you can. This one you get cut right here. I think you should simply connect. Because this, there's like squeeze as well.
1
Like Hane.
2
Don't think it's
3
good to leave this one. So I can play here, Atari, Atari here, this. So it's leaving this cutting point when I Hane, but then I don't think you
1
gain.
2
Maybe I could
3
play this
4
one as well.
5
Try to run
6
away.
7 8
That is close.
9
I'll just play here. Maybe this one could have played here because you have the squeeze.
1 2
We'll see how white wants to play after this one. Let's roughly count.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
So if everything is territory, seems like this is almost like 60 points, even more. So now there's this, I can like throw in Atari, so turn seems super annoying. Cannot really Hane. Okay. So this you need to be really careful. As white, seems like this is good, but you can throw in, play this, at any point. So simply Han is problematic. And now we can simply push this, it's all center. If you play Wei, throw in, take Atari, connect, Atari, connect, take everything. So I can just continue to push and say this. And the amount of white gains here comparing to the top side, it's not enough. And yeah, black did go back there. Maybe I should have played here somewhat first. Okay, question is how do you make this all territory? Jump. So that maybe I could use this. You don't want to get hunted here, it's cutting point still. So it's pretty important to kind of take this away. And I wanted to jump extend this too much space. So let's block from here and then maybe connect this way. If cut, I just extend. I mean, this should be good for black, I think. Like, maybe if attach, I'll give up the corner. So yeah, this is the usual way to go, but I think you give up the corner and just keep everything on the side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You don't want to risk getting invaded everything over here, and then cutting point might be a problem. There's like Atari stuff here as well. It's better to just give up the corner here. So this one, if you want to kill everything, you cut and try to go for it. But I would just extend, let white take here.
1, 2, 3,
I think we cannot be too greedy.
5, 6.
And thing is, you can take center. So white can live in the corner, but then you can take center. Just protect here. Keep this corner in exchange. And nice to see you, Xiaolin. Welcome as well.
3, 4,
Thank you for all being here.
6, 7.
So just descend. Very common shape. White will Kosumi, block, and then you need to put another move to live. So it's going to be this, this, this.
1, 2, 3,
Very useful
4,
kind of Joseki, I would say.
6, 7.
Invasion Joseki for both sides to remember. Okay, to try to do something after this, it is weird. Like you need to go here before.
1,
Because now it's strong.
3,
Could
4,
play here or just
5,
take.
6.
Usually I
7.
guess this one though. Maybe white wants to attach. And this one I connect. I mean, this cutting point cannot be used too much because I can jump here.
1, 2.
Maybe Atari, and then cut. Doesn't work.
1,
White want both. Yeah, so this is the mean. Yeah, okay, I get it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That was a good
6,
move from white.
7, 8, 9.
Okay, I cannot hane. Like, this is dangerous. Like, cut is a problem.
2, 3,
Now
4,
white can extend.
5.
And there's like
6.
clamp. Endgame. Huge difference actually. Should have been more focused there.
1,
Yeah, I
2,
needed to just take,
3,
I guess, to not
4,
play this one.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Maybe even protect is a bit too small.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I messed up around
6.
here. I don't think white needed this one. If that's the case, then okay, you might have gained a little bit, but not that much.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I was wondering between these ones, because this you can keep the corner. This one, there's still RJ to go here. Do you watch your viewers' games? If I have the chance, yeah.
2、3、
Sure.
4、5、6、7、8、9。
I mean, if you post a game, yeah, I will do. No problem. One needs to go back and live. Okay. Maybe there's this and then still crow. I do not know my
1、
Joe
2、3、
it seems.
4、5、6、7、8。
Maybe you play here, I don't know. Like, if you can exploit this, you might want to just feel the liberty, but it's better to descend around for here.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, if you want to have like quick, short review, you can post. No problem. So yeah, here I guess I need to give up. Like to try to go after this when you have like maybe this cutting point.
2、3、
I still have this right here.
5、6、7。
I can keep everything on top side. Okay, let's count roughly. So 8, 12, 8, 9, 17, 23, 6. So this you can count 2 points each.
1、2、3、4、5。
Have like 105 points. Should it like black should be way ahead. Like there's no way this is 100 points. Even with like yeah, you jump here, that's like huge.
2、3、4、
Comparing to the slide from white.
7。
Should white have tried invading top left before this? Yeah, I think so. Like this would. So if I counted correctly,
1、
this is not enough for white.
3、
And if that's the
4、
case, white needed to
5、
do something there.
6、7、8、9。
Okay, this is probably bad, but I played anyway. Yeah, I'm not really satisfied with the moves I come up as intuition.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
I think you crawl here. Maybe Kosumi was better.
1、2、3、
That might have been dangerous.
5、6。
What am I doing? Okay. So this, so white maybe could have like pushed here and cut. I don't know.
1、2。
Let's go back here. So now it's just pure endgame. So there's this block here, Kosumi right here,
1、2、
this as well.
4、5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, let's play that. Maybe shouldn't have gone for this.
1、
Yeah, and ask any questions if you want to
4、5、6、7、
know
8、
what
9。
I have in my brain. So cut here. I guess there's a bit of stuff around here, maybe.
1、2、3、4。
So now this block. I don't think this is center, so I'm not gonna play. So
1、
yeah, Kosumi,
2、
I guess.
3、4、
This
5、
is quite big,
6、
threatens to play
7
here. So let's go this way. Feeling I should be winning more than... Yeah, trying to go for... Now it's a bit too late. So simply just take. Maybe white will try to play this one.
1、
But it could still
2、
cut and squeeze.
3、4、5、
So do not increase white's forcing moves against attach or just descend something. Even if white ataris shouldn't be too much of a threat.
1、
And actually could
2、
go through right
3、
here.
4、5、6、7、
So this you just push. White cannot throw in Atari because this will be Atari when you throw in and take.
1、2、3、
If extend, I just protect here.
5、6、
I have a question.
7
Why don't you play
8
P8?
9
P8. P8 here. It wouldn't kill some stuns and connect side and corner. So this is already dead here. So both players are considering this one. Maybe before
3、
this take.
4、
But I didn't
5
need to protect
6
anything. So if you want to know why I didn't put any move, is this is already all dead. But okay, there might be some little bit argy. So I need to Atari here first to not connect.
2、3、4、5、6、
I mean, simply play here. Maybe Haikane is the point. So if take, you can jump and still kill everything. So even squeeze.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9
Hopefully I'm not wrong, but I should be okay. So take, I jump. And I wanted to take this Hane away. So that was the kind of whole plan for white. But this one should be able to kill. So this.
1、2、3、
So P18, P8 would just wasting tempo. Yes,
6
minus minus 1 point. So now I can even take this stone. I'm all connected, so I just connect here, and there's no cutting point.
3、
It's
4、
fine.
5、
I can
6、
Atari. Maybe white will play here. That's the thing, but you can connect.
1、
Cut.
2、3、
This is really not
4
anything.
5
So that one you can play here, or maybe this one is the cleanest.
2、3、4、
But this one, this
5
here cut.
6、7、
So probably this one. Maybe even just connect actually, but yeah, maybe that one I should just connect, not play here.
3、4、5
So even if white plays this one, cannot
7
make an eye here on top
8
side.
9
So you know it from chess. Yeah, tempo is an important concept. If you know, that's good. In Go, it's called sente. So each time I say sente, you can translate it into tempo
2、
if you
3、
want.
4、5、6、7、8、9
Yeah, I can connect. Even this one doesn't really change. Take. Like worst case, even if you get cut here, so I can still. Okay, yeah. My opponent did resign because there's nothing to be done. So nice GG's. So even if you connect here, like black can play this one, this doesn't work. And this doesn't work as well, so it's good. GG's. So fork is important too. Maybe there's not fork, I don't know. Like you could say double atari might be some sort of fork. Yeah, thanks Hermit. GG's. So yeah, Moyo versus Moyo games are really difficult to navigate because you need to make sure that you're on the right side. Once black is strong like this on this side, you need to count like both in case like if both are territory, which is right, which player is right. And it seems like I didn't count, but intuition wise I thought like this is not enough. Yeah. So Fox is saying that if it's all territory for both sides, I'm winning like 50 points. So white should definitely do something different right here. I guess this one could have maybe played this, like take, connect. Because taking these two sons isn't really changing anything. And I guess white should have played here. And isolate this one, taking all potential away. Go for this. Looks way better. So maybe this is greedy. I need to just extend or play maybe in this case atari straight away. Then connect and hane. I think that was the right move order. Multi-purpose move. Isn't the move to disconnect to not a live group considered to be a fork? Yeah, you could say double attack. But in Go we just say it probably cut. Other games, the streamer is playing some rated games. So yeah, this one I'm saying playing on the sub account, so usually I'm playing on the main one with longer time controls, if you wonder. So yeah, that was wrong move order. I think I should have played this. But you could say, yeah, I want to look at around here. So let me just leave the room and look with fine art. So if you play on Fox, you can just click here and you'll get kind of the graph. Yeah, okay, it seems like this whole plan was pretty bad. And somehow here, okay, it's better. Seconds here. This one, what do I do? I didn't know. Like, this cut is annoying, but you don't want to just protect. Like, then white can just turn and then take everything. But if you don't do so, this is a really good move. If you try to go, like, push and disconnect this kind of a line, white can always cut here and isolate your stones. And even if black tries to run around here, there's all these guys waiting. It's not really... This kind of fight you don't want to start. Also, this is completely alive, so white can just try to surround and get even down here, depending on the situation. So yeah, I want to ask here. Do you play small boards or are they only for learning? I would say, yeah. So if you can, go for 13 by 13, because this one is just a miniature of the 19 by 19 one. Whereas 9 by 9, I know some people are saying that it's good, but it would be probably practically only good for showing the basic kind of Atari snapback, like how to take stones. But if you want to play a game, 9 by 9 is just a total complete different game. Just too many, like, you don't get the kind of experience of playing a whole board, I would say. Like, it's too localized. You need to have like a bit of space to get the feeling of how to play in 19 by 19. So yeah, nice point, Hermit. And if you feel comfortable, if you can feel focused during the whole game 13/19, then you can go up to, and yeah, playing the bigger boards. So could maybe sometime fun stream, do some 13/13 stream, some games. Actually, if you know, on mobile there's like GoQuest, this app, you can go and play some smaller board games as well. So if you wanna just fire up a game on your phone, you can play that. Okay, attach. Didn't know this move. Interesting. Yeah, so basically you let white have this right here, and then you go inside. Seemed a bit... This seems a bit too deep, but maybe you can go here because there's some weakness, maybe with clamp around here, like some points. So one of the reasons you could go inside here is also peep maybe here to push and cut. So one of the rules you can also apply to any kind of moyo situation when you want to invade, try to connect the both extremities like this in a line and just go in the middle. So somewhere around here is not too inside, but not too kind of afar here. So this will be pretty good. And in the middle. So just maybe here 10 gen for the win, so you never lose. So here could be good. Yeah, something around here. Seems a bit too deep with that one, but maybe Fine Art has some different things in mind here. So if white caps, Baroskola, if white caps, you need to go and yeah, live on the inside, and it's saying that it's probably like some moves around here, but I would just simply go this way. So okay, all these moves are pretty bad. But yeah, once you black can play this one, it feels pretty good because you cannot play away at any point. Even if you jump like this, like throw in, Atari, connect, and take. So you need to be careful. So this is why usually you don't want to connect here too much because turn is super annoying. Like if you can maybe here or connect simply this way, sorry. Usually this though. But yeah, maybe you could stay still. Already white is in a tough position, I'll say. Just like chess. And with bigger boards we bound to make errors, but I hope so. If we review the game. Nice point. Always review the game if you play. It's, for me, it's like a set. You need to have both. And it's good to have the habit. So even when you play all the boards in a club or whatnot, yeah, try to review the game with your opponents as well. You can both learn. So yeah, as you say, Baduk, this is one of the reasons why kind of pattern recognition and solving a lot of problems is really helpful, and you cannot really go too wrong about it. The good wall makes not enough points. Yeah, that one. So this is why I think you don't see this too much these days, because this is getting, like, giving quite a lot of points to black, and this wall there's still a lot of weaknesses. So one of the reason. Yeah, Klaus, good point. You also want to not enclose territory, but want to attack. So naturally, so the ideal way to use walls is not necessarily to make territory, but naturally making territory. If you can feel the difference. Like, you don't want it to make it yourself, but basically naturally not putting any effort kind of thing. And if your opponent goes too deep inside, then you can use the wall to attack or kill kind of thing. And yeah, this is, so one thing I wanted to show here. This one you can remember, this kind of attach So you can play here when you want to keep the outside intact. If you wanted to keep the corner, like this hane is better, but in this case white can extend and maybe play this, use this cutting point, whatnot. This doesn't feel good. Like, it's better to give up the corner and keep the outside. So very common joseki here. So hane, hane this way and then extend. And usually white will play here and lift this way. So even when you white try to invade, when there's this shape, attach is usually kind of a very good point to go for. Sometimes here, but in this case, maybe here it's a bit strong, so you might not want to go here. And yeah, attach is flexible move you can play. And then that one. Locally, usually it's kosumi and you put a move right here. But yeah, it seems like this was just correct to, yeah, see that have more points than my opponent. Okay. Yeah, moyos versus moyo games are tricky. You need to be having the right judgment. And the thing is, once you misstep, you don't have many chances to get back. So yeah, judgment is a whole nother point that the AIs are pretty good at. And yeah, also one of the things why the difference at the top pro level, usually it's their like judgment part. Like they can read similar kind of variations, but then judge which one is better is the tricky part. Okay, so black to play here, try to live. This one is a really useful way, useful tesuji. Let's say it's like tesuji tsumego. So try to live as black. Think about the forcing moves that threaten to connect to this side. So you want to threaten to connect here. And if white denies this, live inside. And you need to look at this point is also connection is not intact. There might be some liberty shortage here. Give you guys a few seconds. Okay, so how to use forcing moves is one kind of a really good indicator of like a skill level, let's say. So you have like few forcing moves. I have this one. This is kind of forcing to this, and this right here. And you might not play straight away, or you might place here, center, depends. So which one do you think is right? So if you simply make an eye right here, white can just reduce space, and that one there's not going to be anything to do in the corner, so black cannot live. It's not enough space to make an eye here on the bottom, and that one white can just play here and be fine. So you need to increase space and use the forcing move. Black F2. Yes, green quarter, that's good. So interesting part is after this. So F2, yes, white will block to deny. So if you play the key point, now you can just connect, whether you crawl or play this kosumi. It's all connected. You are safe. So white will block, and 16 moves. Actually, let me think. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, might be 17, 16. So, yeah, here black D2. So you threaten, keep an eye here, threaten to make another eye here on the bottom. And so I'll play this move right here. So white will try to kill. And after this, try to live here in the corner. So this will you use the kind of bad connection on the first line right here and threaten to take some stones. I'll give you guys a few seconds here. So this is very common in Tsumego problems. And you need to be careful, like first line connection, this will show that it's not completely safe some of the times. We were chasing dragons most of the games. But you know what, this kind of playstyle is way more fun to play. I don't mind. But also depends, like there's some people that are more comfortable with like taking territory and then invading, or the opposite. Like it's all depending on your kind of personal preference. You need to, yeah, maybe you'll feel that at some point as you improve and try to play different things, like which kind of moves are more comfortable for you. So yeah, need to play at F1, so nice green quarter. So this white will play here. Invade everything, you're an annoying person. Yeah. You could say that way. Or maybe greedy, aggressive on that side. But also like influence style is like, it's a bit of the mix of like hidden power, let's say. You need to have the power to also punch your opponents. You don't want to just be bullied around. But invade everything is much more direct, yeah. It's trying to hit and run. Like grab some cash and just hit and run, exactly. Okay. So yeah, this one, let's say green quarter. So C2, so C2 connect. So it seems like white is all connected on this side because of the first line connection. But here you can play a good move. I don't know if the move order is an issue. I think it's fine either way you go. So let's say you push and play here. So push, this one, connect. So now you can take these 3 stones on the bottom and live to keep an eye at E1. So taking 3 stones in a line like this, remember you can always keep an eye at the roots. So here, and you live this way. 2 stones is not enough, but 3 is okay. Throw-in is a mandatory move. So B1, exactly. Here, white takes. And then here, I guess you could play either way. But usually it's better to throw in once again right here, so that here white needs to connect twice if liberties are filled. And then you can Atari from this side, take these 3 stones. So white cannot connect. There's this. And if this one, you can take these 3 stones. Take, you block here, and it's alive. Black B4 can be kept for later. Yes, so you can play here straight away, throw in, take, and then simply playing from this side. That also works. But it's a slight difference. If white blocks, then you need to take, and then probably white gains a little bit around here. So 2 points, I'll say. So endgame wise, it's better to play here and then throw in. So play all these moves and then play here, so that it's like 1 point only on the side. But yeah, you can play here. If connect, you can push and throw in. So that doesn't work because of this. So this also works. And this is snapback right here. So you can play both ways. Throw in first or not. A3 less clear. Stone Papa. Yeah, might be. But if you connect, Thing is, if you play here, white can connect here and then gain 1 point. It's like small difference, but you need to push here. Basically, pushing here in first line connection is usually a good thing because white will need to like fill the liberties, especially after like throw-ins, and if you can atari from all the sides. So connection on the first line like that, you will have some problems, liberty shortage, so be careful. But yeah, this is very common in Tsumego theme. So try to have liberty shortage with like bad connection and then take these 3 stones to make another eye kind of idea. I haven't thought about the endgame difference. Yeah, in Tsumegos you don't need to think about it too much, but it could make a difference. Especially if like locally here you lose 2 points, maybe another part you lose 2 points. It could add up. And these kind of small differences could be like a difference between no komi and komi. So you don't want to be stressed about it too much, but if you can be good at the end game, you'll see that you can actually try to grind the end game and yeah, win some games by playing that way as well. So it's good to have like different part of the games that you feel comfortable with it. You don't need to kill a huge dragon to feel comfortable. You can still kind of be patient, look at the opportunity. So endgame problems is really good as well after you have the basics somewhat done. So around maybe if you start being at the single digit cube stage, you could work on like starting from some endgame problems. So okay, if you feel good and powerful when attacking, must be afraid of defending. One thing I say though, usually it's if you want to have a move like order to learn like attacking or kind of let's say territorial, I would go with attacking style first, so know kind of to use how to use the influence, because in order to invade well, you need to know how the attacking plans work. And usually if you play other games like chess, you'll probably know that trying to defend a position is more difficult than trying to attack, because attack usually is like much more natural than try to defend. Like defend, you need to be like your reading needs to be really on point. And yeah, you could say there's some flexible kind of thinking that okay, you can give up some stones when you invade, so whatnot. But I would say, suggest an opinion, don't need to like think this is right or not, but I would start from knowing how to attack well with influence first, and then you can switch to like yeah. I love endgame problems the most and very simple. Choshikun endgame at a glance. Yeah, I'll try to look at for kind of collections maybe on the sites. Next time I could post. But this is one part of the game that you feel the feedback almost immediately, so it's good. Chochikun endgame. Okay, thanks for comment. I'll try to look at. Let me just note this. There's probably the collection on weiqi101.com. So again, I'll post here. If you guys want to know where to go, solve some problems. Also, again, goproblems.com, good alternative. You can also post some problems if you have like good ones. You can check Green Code as one, so it's pretty good. How did people learn Go before Chochikun was Go? Oh, okay, let me look. See. Okay. Let me post that on YouTube as well. So endgame problem. Okay, thank you for the to share. Bookmarked the book. Thanks, Klaus. Oh, this is a physical book as well? Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, if you have the option to have a book, would be nice as well, so you can kind of yeah, go through, repeat. So one last thing, when you solve problems, so you have this line right here, right? So this and after this one. So in this case it's kind of long, but what you want to do is like, even if you start on an app or you solve on these sites, try to read the line from the start and not just play the moves because it seems obvious. And if it's too difficult, maybe you could add some moves and then try to do it. But the way to go is, yeah, read the lines from the start and try to also look out for opponent's variations. Don't fall in trap of wishful thinking. The endgame has to be memorizing words to master, not to think to judge it. Yes, a lot of pattern recognition as well on endgame. But Sumego, I would say it's the same. This is why you don't need to have like complicated problems overall. Just go for volume. A lot of easy problems you should be able to go up. And then, yeah. Other parts of the whale, judgment, intuition, it will come. But yeah. Okay, thanks for being here. Thank you for all the support. Okay, let's go. Oh, Rusty is streaming today. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So I'll be here tomorrow as well, around the same time. If I can go early, then yeah, we'll see. But maybe again it will be a short stream. We'll see. Thank you for being here, Klaus, Hermit, Jalin, Claydon, everyone, Green Quarter. Thank you for being here. And yeah, if you're on YouTube as well, thank you very much. And yeah, see you guys next time as well. And hope I can continue playing some good games for you guys. And yeah, see you guys. Bye.